Ace Combat 4. We are continuing our Ace difficulty run. Last time we played, we destroyed the Invincible Fleet. Then we blew up a solar panel generator. Then we... Oh, wait, before we blew up the Invincible Fleet, we also blew up an oil field. Then we fought in the largest fur ball in the entire game, entire franchise up until A6, in Kimona. So now we're ready to push ashore in Operation Bunker Shot. Some minor housekeeping. It's AceCom related, so don't worry about it. I do have Ace Combat 3 JP. It just came in today. I posted pictures in it in the Discord. I will be working on extracting that, getting it to work in DuckStation, and getting the English translation mod working. And we should be able to play that, or start playing that, after Ace Combat 2. Hi, Floof! Welcome to stream. Also, AceCom related for the showcase, we've got 2 streams of Joint Assault left. After Joint Assault, before we head to Assault Horizon, we're going to go back to Ace Combat 6 for one night to redo the Mirage showcase, because I didn't have an Xbox Live Party set up for that, which made it sound like I was speaking through a tin can and string. So we're going to redo that. Probably delete the old one, just because it's unsalvageable. I can't stand listening to it. It's so garbled. But then we'll move to Joint, or after that we'll go on to Assault Horizon. Then after Assault Horizon Showcase, we will do Project Wingman. And after Project Wingman, we will start to do the PlayStation 1 games. Starting with Air Combat, then Ace Combat 2, then finally Ace 3. And hopefully by that point, Ace 8 will be a thing. Anyway. Yeah, let's continue with the game. Operation Bunker Shot. Oh, and after this series is over, or once we complete Ace difficulty, Wednesday night's Ace Combat will be in Ace 7. We're going to be doing an Eagle-only run. Although I probably won't announce it on the official Ace Combat server, because I will be using mods. And they don't really like advertising mods. So I'm just gonna do it on my Discord. Anyway. Oh, and we're in Agile, okay. Let's see here. Easy answer for this is just to use the FAB with the F-15 active here. Now the possibility could be the Su-37 with the big bombs. But mainly I need speed. Well, the Birkin would also work. think we'll go with the FAB. Let's do that one. All right, bunker shot. Here we go.
Headquarters, this is Lieutenant Bales, commander of Unit B at Crown Beach. We do not have air superiority over the beach. This isn't as promised.
This is HQ. Friendly fighters are inbound. Continue efforts to secure the beach.
All right, we'll do our best, but tell them I'll be seeing them once we land. Over.
Line denied. Engage.
Enemy coastal artillery is engaging our ships.
Clear to engage.
I got you. You ain't getting away.
Landing confirmed at vector 030.
Yeah, I'm very excited that I finally got all the Ace Combat games I can stream. I feel like an actual Ace Combat streamer now instead of one that's just kind of, you know, pretending.
This is Unit S. We're on the beach.
Enemy facility destroyed. Bombs away. SAM destroyed. Fox 2, Fox 2. Surface target destroyed. Break missile.
This is Unit T. We are on the beach.
Fox 2. Enemy facility destroyed. Hard enemy radar spike. Enemy facility destroyed.
Oh, it feels so nice to be able to turn my head.
Radar lock. Fox 2, Fox 2. This is Unit R. We're on the beach. Break missile.
Drop distance 200 and closing in. Fox 2.
Enemy facility destroyed. AA guns destroyed. Missile hit. Fox 2. Missile hit. Enemy facility destroyed. Shack on the target. AA guns destroyed.
Mobius 1 shot 1 down.
Alright. Take out that last pillbox and we'll move on to the next beach.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Enemy forces on the beach have been neutralized. Advance now.
Locked on.
This is Crown Beach. All enemy choppers have been shot down.
Missed.
Something's wrong. I'm pulling out.
We're on the beach at vector 070.
If we lose now, it'll be the end of the war.
Enemy facility destroyed.
Fox 2.
We're on the beach at vector 040. On the nose.
Fox 2. Got him.
Enemy facility destroyed.
Fox 2. Unit A, we're on the beach. Now.
AA guns destroyed.
Say hey guns are gonna be the death of me.
We've landed, but we're far from the proposed landing site. This is Unit D. We're on the beach.
Got one FAB left. Alright. There we go.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Take out the howitzers.
Enemy bombardment has ceased. We can move now. Fox 2.
Damn it!
Enemy vehicle destroyed. Bandit confirmed at Vector 180.
Those AA guns are gonna get me killed. They're so accurate.
All right, we'll take them on.
That 83% damage that I have, that's all from AA gunfire. Hello, Destroyer. Yeah, I am definitely damaged. AA guns are evil. That's all I can say.
Mobius 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
We haven't even hit the mission update yet. And this is why I normally don't play on Ace difficulty, because of bullshit like this. Hey Nugget, how's it going? It's going good. I just got Ace 3 in today.
Do something about the bunker. We can't move forward until it's neutralized. Enemy facility destroyed.
They got the J35. No. No, they don't have the J35.
Support requested. The artillery fires.
And I don't want the J35. I am not a fan of the Chinese aircraft.
Continue engaging.
Also, Hail Hydrate. Okay, hello, Star Crater.
AA guns destroyed.
Does it? No Ace Combat game has any Chinese aircraft. Largely due to, well, real world stuff. You see, Japan and China do not like each other. Like, at all.
Destroyed.
Like,
Fox 2.
they hate each other more than the US hates the Russians.
Unlanded units. Hurry to the assembly point.
And another reason why the
We need some backup.
don't have any Chinese aircraft is most of them are copies of either American or Russian aircraft to begin with. So, point. Oh, Saab J35. Okay, sorry. I don't know if they have. I know they have the JAS-39, the Gripen. I know they have the Viggen. By J-35, do you mean the Draken? Because if you're talking about the Draken, then that is in A0. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Zero had the Draken. Sorry, I'm so used to people talking about the J-20 and the J-35 meaning Chinese that I forgot that the Draken was also the J-35. The Draken was one of the 3 starters for Zero. The 3 starters were the F-5 Tiger II, the J-35 Draken, and the Mitsubishi F-1. Yeah, the Draken was only in 1 game, but the Gripen, I think, has been in every game, except for Ace 4, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out if the Gripen's in this game. I don't think it's in this game. The Viggen has been in, I know, the PSP games. I think it also might be in 2. Yeah. I haven't unlocked it yet, but I think it's in 2. And then I think those are the those are the 3 saw planes in the series.
Mobius 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
Viggen. Yeah, I think the Viggen was in Ace Combat 2.
Altitude restrictions cancelled. Return to your mission, Mobius 1.
But no, yeah, the Swedish planes have been in the series for a while. I apologize for misunderstanding. Why is it air traffic controller sounding like a TTS? I don't know. Given how early this game came out, I don't think it's a TTS, but it might be. I don't know. Just Draken on crack.
All aircraft to the central beach now. Shoot down all incoming
Alright,
enemy
so I'm not going to use a save state. However, if I die, I will be using save states just to clear the game, or clear the mission.
Fox 1.
Is that one of ours?
Mobius 1, Fox 2. You're in gun range. Target down. Missile shot trashed.
Yeah, since there's nothing really left to unlock
Mobius 1, Fox 2.
other than, you know, the superfluous S ranks, I'm not worried about getting S ranks on this run. Because those are just bragging rights.
Target down.
But yeah, to any fans of the Chinese aircraft, I appreciate your enthusiasm for your aircraft of choice. It is not one that I share. I apologize if that if you don't like that opinion, but I just not a fan of them.
Fox 2. Missed.
Especially J-20. It's like they tried to make the Raptor into a Delta. It just... Well, let's put it this way. There's a reason why when I was able to use mods on Project Wingman before the game kind of got corrupted, I always use the UF-22. Okay, yeah.
Radar lock. Fox 2. Radar lock. Fox 2. Fox 2.
Get off my tail.
Shot down. You're in gun range. Attack! Attack! Yet. There. Exactly 6. All right, Mobius 1. Fox 2. Splash 1. Splash 1.
Special variant of SOP.
Bandit at 12 o'clock.
Oh. I don't play War Thunder,
Fox 2.
so I'm not aware of that.
Radar lock.
It's called the Sabbath. This says oh,
Bandit secured.
Project Wing. It's because the devs have gone radio silent. They dropped their anniversary like 2.0 patch, which fixed some things and then broke others, and then they went radio silent and have been for years. So it's just kind of like, not to mention their lead writer is,
Target down.
well, kind of dissing on the Ace Combat fandom
Mobius 1, Fox 2.
or community because, you know, the story's not edgy enough for him.
Mobius 1
So,
on target.
yeah. Yeah, a lot of the issues are performance issues. When the update came to Steam, it kind of broke my game, and since my game was modded at the time, I can't get it to fix. And I wasn't able to unequip the mods before Steam updated the game.
Roger, this is headquarters. Mission complete.
Well, I mean, I think Thieves is supposed to be a city in the FCU.
Through fierce fighting at each of the landing sites. But this is only the first step towards regaining.
Granted, it's not my favorite of the Ace Combat subtitles. Fires of Liberation remains one of my favorites. Skies Unknown is also pretty good. The Balkan War, I loved. Unsung War, despite the fact that I don't like the missile tracking, that's still a killer subtitle name. But I wouldn't consider Wings of Thieves stupid. Is it a little different than normal? Yeah. But I'm gonna hold out, see what Thief actually is before I make my final judgment. All right, Tango Line.
The Tango Line is a vital line of defense for the Erusian forces on the eastern mainland. Istis Fortress is a strategic foothold on that.
Yeah, when we do the showcase for Project Wingman, which will be after Assault Horizon, I'm going to be doing it on the PlayStation. Because the PlayStation version, while not optimized, the base campaign is just fine. The achievements / trophies are borked, but the game runs fine. So we'll do it on the PlayStation. Wonder if the game will have a longer campaign. I don't know. And I wouldn't even say that 8 takes after 5. I think 8 is going to set up the intercorporate war. It's going to set up the actual events of 3, not the simulation events of 3. Feels like the PW team. That could be. It could also be that the dev just moved on. Project Wingman was an indie game. And with all the advantages that indie games bring, there's also some disadvantages, including no accountability for the developer to fulfill their promises. Could be. I don't know about what engine it is, but yeah. Also, the storyline for Frontline 59 had potential, but it felt like the writer took a look at Torres and says, I could do it better, and gave us Faust. Yes, Project Wingman is available on the PS5. It comes with Frontline 59. Yeah, and PSVR 2, but I don't have that because it gives me a migraine. I mean, there's no reason not to use this again. Other than the lack of ammo. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the 37.
Sky Eye here. We're inside Stonehenge's engagement zone. Be careful, they may shoot.
They built a base here. Don't lose sight of your wingman.
Resupply base in vector 330, 8 miles.
Pull yourselves together. We need precise marksmanship from all players.
Enemy fighters approaching.
What's slowing you down? Maintain a high rate of fire.
Pickle, pickle. AA artillery destroyed. Enemy vessel sunk. Enemy facility destroyed.
Reputing, engage.
Viper 3, engage.
Oh, hello. Hail Hydrant. Okay, fine. I'm also catching up on chat. And there's no way I am drinking and flying while I'm in a frickin' canyon.
Enemy central base confirmed destroyed. Mobius 1, Fox 2.
I did pause the game and
Enemy vessel
hydrate
sunk.
/ caffeinate. I love that caffeine powder stuff. I just put it in water and it gives me energy. A lot better for me than soda. The chaos. It's not chaos, it's death. If I was in open sky, that's one thing. Even in a dogfight, I have a chance of survival. In a canyon? No! Especially since this is more like a crater than an actual canyon.
Be calm and give it your best shot when the enemy arrives.
Death is gas. Maybe to you.
Clear to engage.
Me, it's frustration that I'd have to do this again.
Mobius 1, engage.
There's no checkpoint system, Floof. There is a cap on my water bottle. I need 2 hands to open that.
Submarine dock in vector 330, 8 miles.
Yeah, stick your tongue out at me all you want.
Submarine dock.
You're just gonna have to deal with it.
350, 4 miles. We'll take them on.
Let our fighters tie up the enemy aircraft.
Enemy vessel sunk.
Okay, what are they? I'm kind of intrigued. Project Motor Racing, okay. Interesting.
Vessel sunk.
Damn gunboat.
Fox 2. Enemy facility destroyed.
Is there a Hatsune Miku game on PS5?
Fox 2. Fox 2. He's all mine. Enemy facility destroyed.
Armored Core Project Phantasms.
Enemy vessel sunk.
God damn gunboats!
Attention, all aircraft. Incoming from Stonehenge confirmed. 30 seconds to estimated impact.
Yeah, Project E-
All
Okay,
aircraft
gotcha.
Descend below 2,000 feet to terrain mask. Here they come. Dive for the deck. A direct hit from one of those and you're toast. 2,000 feet. What do they expect us to do? Fly through the mountains? With the submarine base destroyed, all warships are balled up inside.
And Project Name. So, Project Motor Racing,
10 seconds to
Hatsune Miku Project Diva X,
6, 5,
Armored Core Project Phantasma, and Project Link.
Bandit
Okay.
confirmed at Vector 070. We're taking additional fire from below us. How are you hit? Status reports. Descend to lower altitude. Maintain aircraft control during the shock wave. Bandit confirmed at Vector 040. Scion Air Base at Vector 110. 8 miles.
Oh, now you're just adding things.
Push the box out of its lair. Enemy facility destroyed.
Free to play. I'm not playing it.
60.
Just because it's free to play doesn't mean it's good.
How many made it out of the airbase up there? Bombs away.
I've lost contact with base. What's the status?
I can't believe they built an airbase out here. Fox 2, Fox 2. Enemy facility destroyed.
Technically, breathing is the only thing that you can do that doesn't require you to pay.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Everything else does.
Enemy facility destroyed. Bandit shot down.
But so far, no one has figured out how to force you to pay for air.
Pickle, pickle. I've got him.
Now, if you want quote unquote clean air, like, then yeah, you kind of do have to. Or they can sell you clean mountain air.
Approaching
But
return. Maintain current.
yeah, I didn't pay to do that at all.
Mobius 1, perform
Can't
landing
air.
checks. You are cleared to land.
Yeah, and I've got a bridge in Brooklyn.
Mobius 1, you are cleared for...
Oh, don't get me wrong. I am very sure that people are trying to figure out how to get proprietary rights for air. But air is literally everywhere on the planet. That's the problem. Like, the reason why you pay for water isn't because, you know, water is hard to find. It's because you're paying for the convenience of them piping the water into your house or building or what have you. you're paying for the convenience. Spaceballs kid.
Surface target destroyed.
Having escaped the Salt Lanes of GTA Online. Oh god. We haven't died yet. Despite Floof's trying to get me killed by force me to drink caffeinated water while I'm in a frickin' canyon.
Enemy facility.
I cheated and I paused.
Bandit confirmed at Vector
They haven't forgiven me for that. Alright, Hail Hydra, god damn it.
VTOL base at Vector 3
There.
8 miles.
Happy now?
How are the other combat areas doing? Mobius 1, Pickle.
How did I ask for shit?
Enemy facility destroyed.
There is a cooldown
At 12 o'clock.
on that redeem for a reason.
Heads up.
Also, if I have to pee, I will just pause the stream and go pee. I am not one of these uber gamers that, you know, gaming is everything. Bodily functions take precedence.
That's one down.
Still an inconvenience. Not really. It's more of an inconvenience to you. Because then you're just going to be in dead air because, you know,
VTOL base.
I don't have soundboards.
4 miles. That's a kill.
So you're just going to be waiting with the pause screen up while I do my business. And I might be feeling vindictive and make you wait a little bit longer than I actually need you to. Gamer, gamer types for all your questions. Wait, that's a real thing? Oh my god.
Enemy facility destroyed.
Dude, I am a gamer. I love gaming. But listen to your body, folks.
Incoming from Stonehenge.
If your body says take a break, take a goddamn break.
Bandit.
Get food. Stretch your legs. Go to the bathroom. Go to sleep. I don't care. Take care of your body, because that way you can game longer.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and impact. Bandit confirmed at Vector 230.
Is it done?
Don't let them catch you on the ground. Box 2. Enemy facility destroyed.
I know Mama Raz. When I first said that, or told her that, yeah, I was a streamer as a hobby, she was like, you're not like streaming like 12 hours at a time. Like, I only did that once for New Year's one year. I took breaks. I'm not one of those people that, you know, like, has the piss bottle and doesn't go to sleep. Normally, I just do 2 hours at a time, because that's all I'm willing to go in a stretch. And she's like, oh, thank God. Fine, cool. Boo! Although, please do not drink glue.
Their fortified facilities are located in and
That will do nothing good to your digestive system.
Still okay. Mobius 1 shot one down.
Alright, I think we've got all the major ground targets.
Fox 2.
So let's switch back to our R-73 Archers and just pick off aircraft. You know, one thing that's kind of always puzzled me about this game? The F-22 is the box plane, the cannon plane. And yet the Su-37 is better than it in pretty much every way. Because BVR fighting isn't really that great, because the XMAAs suck. And the Su-37 is faster, more maneuverable, and it has QAMs. So, why is the F-22 the cannon plane instead of the Su-37?
Point of return. Maintain current course to refuel.
Mobius 1, perform landing check. You are cleared to land.
To be honest, Nugget, I don't believe Mama Raz knows about the hot tub meta. Because she is not very social media in. Keep in mind,
Mobius 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
she was born in the 50s.
Altitude restrictions cancelled.
I know of it.
Mobius 1.
I am never going to do it. Because one, I can't pull it off. And two, I would be very uncomfortable. This must be ridiculous. Oh, God.
Bandit confirmed at vector 030. Bandit at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, unfortunately, as a streamer, I'm kind of competing with the hot tub meta people for views.
Bandit confirmed.
Because, well, I'm on the same platform as they are. Now, what I bring to the table has nothing to do with that. I bring gameplay and a rather unhealthy obsession with aircraft.
Locked on.
Yeah, Twitch is or at least for a while there was heavily promoting it. That's why it was the meta at the time. I don't know if it's still the meta or not. As far as
Bandit at 1 o'clock.
this is true. Yes.
Heads up. Enemy radar spike.
The hot tub meta is temporary. Ace Combat is forever. Yeah. Mama Raz was more or less worried that I would be, you know, one of those video game addicts that only does video games at the detriment of everything else. I'm like, no, Mama Raz, I am not doing that. And I'm kind of getting paid for it. And then I saw her kind of perk. I was like, wait, what, really? Yeah, enough that, and she's like, how much? Well, enough that the IRS wants to know about it. So, ever since I said that, she's been reluctantly supportive. So long as I, still go to work, she's okay with it.
Bandits and gun
You
range.
know, get the bills paid and, be a somewhat functional adult.
Warning, incoming from
All right.
Stonehenge.
Down we go.
Bandit confirmed at Vector 010. 10 seconds to impact. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and impact. Bandit down. Try not to smack yourself into the mountains.
No, I do feel lucky to have the parents I do, because I know there are quite a few people who do not have good relationships with their parents, and I consider myself fortunate to have a good relationship with mine.
Bandit confirmed at Vector 120.
Yeah, that's good, because we just finished the mission.
All enemy facilities heavily damaged. Our troops should face minimal resistance.
All right, we actually got the S rank for that.
RTB.
This is true.
Istis Fortress was destroyed. The troops broke through the Tango line and are now in control of Los Canas. A new field HQ was established in order to spearhead a deeper invasion into the mainland, as well as to attack Stonehenge.
Alrighty. Escort. Okay, this one.
Two civilian aircraft flying through the hills region northwest of Los Canas are under threat of attack by Erusian fighters. On board are the engineers responsible for Stonehenge, as well as their families. They are offering information in exchange for amnesty and permission to defect to
I'm just waiting for the
another
ads to
state.
go away.
One of the aircraft is flying at an extremely low altitude due to some unknown problem. Your mission is to protect both aircraft from enemy fighters. Make sure they exit the combat area safely.
All right. Just got jump scared by an ad. First word was a shout, and finished with a Nissan. Well, welcome back from ad jail, everybody. I think I'm actually going to take the AIM-9Xs instead of the Dark Fires for this.
Air Ixiom, this is Sky Eye. Please describe your situation.
Air Axiom Flight 702 here. Erusian fighters are closing in on us at 23,000 feet. Please hurry.
Flight 701 here. We were shot on takeoff and our captain's injured. This is First Officer Nagase.
10-4, an escort is inbound. Both aircraft maintain your course.
Fire away!
Prepared for landing.
Locked on. Fox 2.
There we go.
Mobius 1, there's another bandit closing in on Flight 701 at 6,000 feet. Flight 701, can you raise altitude? This will assist the ISAF escort.
Negative. We cannot maintain cabin pressure if we climb.
Roger, switching to attack.
Locked on.
Just keep flying and leave the Erusians to the ISAF fighter.
Target down.
Come on, Meg, you're dealing with me, not that 747.
Flight 702. The ISAF plane has the Erusians tied up. We just may make it. This is Flight 702. Several Erusian military aircraft are inbound and closing rapidly.
Mobius 1, hostiles at 23,000 feet. Don't let them get near those aircraft.
Primary target is that passenger plane.
Target down.
Is that one of the good guys?
Missile shot trashed.
Come on. There we go.
Maintain altitude.
Gotcha.
This is Air Ixiom Flight 701. We're carrying civilians. Don't shoot!
Yeah, I don't think they care.
I repeat, we have civilians on board. Hold your fire!
Multiple aircraft confirmed at 6,000 feet. Flight 701, enemy aircraft are closing in. You're almost out of Erusian airspace. Maintain current altitude and speed. The ISAF escort will cover you.
Roger. We'll do our best. Our lives are in your hands.
Mobius 1 shot down a target.
Sky Eye, this is Flight 701. Scramble the fire engines and ambulance back at base.
I don't like flying so close to the action, even if he is on our side.
Target down. Locked on.
We're losing too much fuel.
Missed.
Stupid Fulcrum.
It's a big target. Just shoot it, you're sure to hit him.
Done. Like I said, not realizing war crimes is a thing in Strange Real. Yeah. Just remember, there's no such thing as the Geneva Conventions in Strange Real, because there's no such thing as Geneva.
All passengers and crew from both aircraft were examined by an ISAF medical.
All right.
Bombs were delivered to their base. This meant that an enemy who had to be fought by those means was close at hand. The resistance blew up the squadron's runway.
But Swiss
Yellow
cheese
4
is-
suffered light shrapnel
Which
wounds.
Strange Real country
Though
would
the runway
be
could
the
fixed,
Swiss?
the complete loss of reserve supplies was a heavy blow.
Like, the Italians
Logistics
are
support became important
probably
following the Allied
American.
operations. I knew
Dutch
this
would
because Yellow Squadron's crew
likely
used to
be a
bellyache about
Balkan
this
breakaway
all the time to
state.
me.
Oh
I won't
my
complain if
God.
I buy the farm while I'm airborne. But I
Spain
can't
is,
stand
well,
being taken out while I'm
sapping.
grounded. Now I understand 13's feelings. Reports of the Stonehenge air raid came in. Yellow 4 went up with the others. With no bombs, her plane was light. But her plane was in bad shape. It needed an engine replacement badly.
We will attack Stonehenge, the lethal weapon that has plagued ISAF for so long. Since it was designed to shoot down asteroids, a few small fighters flying unpredictable high-speed courses should be able to get within range. According to the defectors,
This is gonna be annoying.
system disrupts our radar and missile guidance systems. Unless this system is destroyed, our mission will be very difficult to execute. HQ predicts a 40% casualty rate for all deployed aircraft. It'll be a tough mission, but one we can't avoid. Now go and reclaim the skies over the mainland. Dismissed.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna go with the 37. And I'm not worried about getting an S rank, I'm worried about surviving. Why aren't you getting the S rank? Well, one, there's no reason to, because I don't unlock anything, and two, my flying style means I'm willing to take hits in order to get a kill. What's great in the lower difficulties where you can just, repair yourself when you go to rearm. Not so much on Ace, and especially when these goddamn AA guns deal 9% damage on a hit. And seemingly can never fucking miss.
Use your guns to destroy the jamming devices. Jamming facility destroyed. Radar is clear. Drop them in. Hit it as much as possible. Target destruction confirmed. 6 targets remaining. Target is neutralized.
Yeah, I'm already in the yellow, and that's all been guns.
5 targets remaining.
It's frickin' bullshit, man.
Bravo 3, engage. 4 remaining. Sam destroyed.
Oh, there are so many Sams there, too.
Check 6. Hardline, now! Mobius 1, bandit behind you! Wait, missile! Don't be mesmerized by its size. Hard enemy radars flying.
Will that missile alert ever shut up?
Mobius 1, Box 2. Check 6. Missile shot trashed. Fox 2. He's all mine. Sam destroyed. Hi! Hi! Bandit secure. I don't care if you hit one of our guys. Sam destroyed.
Okay.
Box 2. Box 2.
Have a little breathing room.
No wonder it can reach the coasts. Just look at its size. Nice power. Now, I'm hit. Still defensive. Target destruction good. Here's your
Hi, Sly. Welcome to Stonehenge. I'm at 25% damage already because of frickin' AA guns.
Mobius 1, Fox 2.
They're like sniper rifles. They never fucking miss.
Hard enemy radar strike. Nice kill.
Such bullshit.
Nice kill. Mobius 1, bandit at 6 o'clock. Radar lock. Missile shot trashed.
Oh, hell, the double A. Fuck the double A.
There, over there. Bombs away. Stay clear of friendly fire. Don't fly in a straight line.
Oh, that almost hit me.
Destroyed. Target is neutral.
How did that not hit me?
Look at him go. He's grabbing all the glory. This is the last one. Just a bit. Damn it, bandit on my tail. Check 6. Fox 2, Fox 2. Sam destroyed. He's behind me. Missile. Get out of there. Get every damn one of them or this war will never end. It's still standing.
Fucking Rafal.
Use your ordnance wisely. The missile didn't hit. I don't know.
Screw it.
This. Target is neutralized. Target destroyed. I repeat, Mobius 1 has destroyed the target. Away!
All right, let's run and get our QAMs.
Just a little more.
So yeah, after we finish this Ace run, I don't think I'll ever play this on Ace again. Because of the stupid AA guns. ISF, watching Mobius won't leave the airspace. It's called reloading
Mobius 1.
with a more appropriate weapon.
Mobius 1, you are cleared for take.
All right, which one of these is gonna be yellow for?
He could take us all and not bat an eye. Help! Right behind you.
That one.
Mobius 1 shot one down. Check yellow 15 here. Did anyone see 4 get out? Mobius 1, aircraft are withdrawing. That's a confirmed kill on a yellow. It's a complete victory for the good guys.
Yay! We win.
We reached a turning point and hope this victory will bring about a quick end to the war.
Though he lost 4, 13 never openly showed his sorrow. But I found out. He was alone, quietly gazing at the handkerchief Yellow 4 left behind. When he felt my eyes upon him, he said, "No matter what, she can't complain. She went up with her plane in disrepair. Pilots are responsible for their planes." He then went on and spoke of the time when they first met. He spoke of when she was just a girl, before he trained her, before she became a fighter pilot. His words weren't directed at me in particular. He was keeping a precious memory alive by speaking those words. The hint of perfume on her keepsake handkerchief. Yellow Squadron's pilot turnover ran high. The skilled ones went in to shore up other units while rookies with little airtime transferred in. Yellow 13 posted an Allied paper faxed over by headquarters. It praised the pilot who destroyed Stonehenge. 13 said to everyone, "Look, here's something worthy of praise. Even among the enemy there are men like this.
Look,
Not
this
all of
guy
them are
killed my
despicable
girlfriend.
bastards who
This
rob
is
our
worthy
ways
of
through
praise."
cowardly
Wait,
sabotage." I stared at the barkeep's daughter as she winced at those words. The Allies were coming to our town.
All right. Safe return. Oh boy.
A returning U-2 recon plane with engine trouble is currently passing through Nome Ravine due to its inability to climb to higher altitudes. However, airship-mounted noise jammers in the area are preventing the use of radar. At this rate, a crash is very likely. Destroy as many jammers in the valley as possible and get that recon plane safely home. Radar won't work, so you'll need to find the airship and destroy them with your machine gun.
All right. Let's do the Wyvern. Complacent gamer syndrome is taking over. I'm only picking QAM aircraft. Unless I need, fireballs.
Here's an airship jamming device. There are others as well. Destroy them all.
Yeah, a lot of people like to say that 6 can get complacent gaming syndrome once you unlock the Nosferatu because it's just so much more powerful. But I'd like to counter with the fact that oh, that's a watchtower, not a blimp. That in 6, most of the special weapons are actually good. Like in 4, for air to air, if you're not using QAMs, you're not trying. And for ground targets, you either take the big bomb, unguided large bombs, or the FAEBs. That's it. Unless you're specifically going after ships, in which case the anti-ship missiles are okay. But other than that, you take the aircraft that has either the large unguided bombs of the QAM, which is the S-37 or the Su-37, or the Wyvern. That's it. I mean, if you want to say that, yeah. I believe the term you're looking for is overpowered. But the only special weapons that feel underpowered are the XLAA, because they take forever before the homing starts to even activate. The QAM compared to 4, but it's still not bad. But it's not the fire and forget that Ace 4's QAM is. And the guided penetrating bomb. But the guided penetrating bomb always sucks outside of Ace 4. So again, but the A6, the XMAs are fantastic. The Sparrows, or the SAAMs, provided you can keep your target in the cone, which could be difficult due to the enemy AI always trying to, shoot you. That thing is one of the most accurate missiles in the game. It can pull off insanely tight maneuvers. And if you miss the first time, it can theoretically go around and recircle. QAM is viable. It's just not the broken weapon that it is in this game. As for anti-ground, you've got the unguided bombs, which, they're reliable, do a lot of damage. You've got the FAB, which, while doesn't do as much damage to armored targets like it did in this game, it has a much greater area of effect. The XAGMs are extremely fast on the reload. You usually get a lot of them. SODs are fantastic because they're basically napalm bombs that, track. The jammer, you actually get enough charges in that to be useful. The anti-ship missile has splash damage and can be used at almost any range. Which means it can be used against land targets or sea targets. And then the rocket launcher is a literal war crime. So there are just... And that's just special weapons that regular aircraft have. I'm not even getting into the ADMM and the EML. So it feels like in A6, more aircraft are actually viable than it is in Ace 4. Which, I mean, it might be blasphemy for me to say this, but, I never belonged to the Church of the Holy Trinity in Ace Combat. Oh wow, I'm already at an S rank. I've just been yapping about 6 and 4. Mindlessly blowing up blimps. Not even paying attention to the score.
Leopard here. Thank heavens, noise is clear and radar's back online. Mobius 1, intercept all enemy fighters. Shoot down all bandits and protect the reconnaissance aircraft.
Critical levels. Well, hopefully you guys don't mind my yaps.
Mobius 1 destroyed the target.
Yay, I'm not boring people.
All bandits confirmed shot down.
Alright. Now for the least favorite.
Mobius 1, recon aircraft is secure. Mission is
Ugh.
complete. Leopard here, thanks for the escort, fighter. You made this reconnaissance mission a success.
The recon plane brought back data on Megalith.
Yeah, another game, or Ace Combat game, where I feel that the special weapons are actually
With Stonehenge out of commission, the landing operation
multiple of them are effective would be 7.
In response, the Erusians
Um,
launched large
Granted,
numbers of
compared to
cruisers
A6,
aircraft landing
they're
on
nerfed,
Radars
but
unable to pick up these missiles
um,
at
for
ground
air-to-air,
altitudes.
the LAAM
These
is,
will put our troops in danger.
I think, the best addition that air-to-air ever got, other than the, that isn't a super weapon, aside from Ace 4's QAMs. Because it's basically the QAM, but long range. And it's a fire and forget. In fact, I like the LAM so much that I don't do Homeward without it. PTSD, LAM student P. I don't like multiplayer at all, so this is all single player for me. But then you've got HVAAs, which, they're okay. They don't home very well, but you got that split second, they will just annihilate a target if you're on their 6. Because they have, no time to react. The standard multi-locks, the 4 AM and the 6 AM, they're just as good as they normally are. 8 AM sucks because of the double lock. I hate it. The QAM, when properly tuned, is a nightmare again. The HPAA sucks with aiming, but if you line it up right, it will one-shot even the heaviest bomber. And then the that's all for the air-to-air missiles. For air-to-ground, you've got the anti-ship missile, which is death to ships. Granted, it's got to be from long range and doesn't really work on, surface targets, but ships will just die to the LASM. LAGM does the same thing but with ground target, or like land targets. FAB, it's been scaled back from Ace 6, but I mean it's a great board wiper. The cluster bomb, the SFFS, the reticle actually kind of makes sense. So you can actually determine a lot easier when and where to drop the bomb than in any other game, including 6. I mean, the unguided bombs are still unguided bombs. The addition of the cruise missile, oh my god, that thing is a game breaker. It's basically a terrain following a 6 LASM. 4AGM's never really been that great, just because it's a single target, no splash damage, and usually it'll go for the clump instead of far apart. The 12 AGM, or the 8 AGM, SOD could use some work, but it's still viable against stationary targets that are in a line. It's a lot more situational than it is in 6. The thank you. GPB still kind of sucks. I think that's because of a bug. I think it was intended to do like double or triple damage on heavily armored targets, like, battle cruisers and the Aegis Ashore, but it just didn't.
More missiles on radar. Shoot them all down. Mobius 1 shot down a target.
The only A7 weapons that I think just suck overall are the rockets, the guided rockets, and the TLS. Everything else is viable. It may take a little bit of work to figure it out, but you can make it work. Which means a lot more planes are viable, which, even on the harder difficulties, which is always a good thing in my opinion.
The target split into 2. Target down. Mobius 1 destroyed the target. 60 miles and closing. Mobius 1 shot down a target. $50 miles and closing. Well done.
Hello, Starscream!
Mobius
4-7
1,
then.
another aircraft.
The TLS wasn't,
That's strange. There's only one.
I don't think was ever a true one-hit kill
Looks like a regular.
or instant kill. However, it was in 5 and 0. It had such a high DPS that it may as well been an instant kill.
Do not engage
Um,
fighters. Concentrate on shooting down.
The Ace X was the first one to nerf it. Against fighters, yeah, it was still instant kill, almost. But against like ships, You had to hold it on it for a couple seconds. Same in Joint Assault. I can't speak for Infinity because while I played Infinity, I never really had an aircraft
Behind you.
that had the TLS. I think I had the Morgan, but I hated the Morgan's TLS anyway
Obvious one.
because it doesn't last very long.
That was a direct hit. What an explosion. Mission complete.
And your top feels
The
weird.
landing
Ooh,
forces
yeah.
saw from below, and they extend
Oof.
their thanks.
Okay.
Good job. There was no unnecessary loss of landing troops, and the northern...
As the Allies advanced,
I think we're gonna
the retreating Erusian forces
end
from the east
here.
filled our town.
Namely because I
The
don't want to
gun
do
crew set up their
Emancipation right
positions
now.
atop the hospital, and Yellow 13
Ice
smoldered
cream
with quiet
and
anger over
jellies.
their tactics.
Oh boy.
Nights were long, with the town's mandatory blackouts. The barkeep's daughter tried to plant laser transmitters for detonating explosives. She got caught.
But I've been frustrated enough with the AA guns that I don't want to have to fight Emancipation right now. Where there's a metric shit ton of them.
It was Yellow 13. He knew she was responsible for planting the bomb on their runway as well. The face of the enemy whom he hated belonged to someone close to him. Get out of our town, you fascist pig. Those were the words from my mouth. I've never seen his face twist so painfully. Do you hate us that much? We couldn't shake or nod our heads in reply.
Alright, add
It seemed
last
like an
ad
eternity
jail, just
passed
let
before
the
he said go and released
play.
us. The next day, there was no change in his attitude. As usual, he made his requests to the squadron crew chief. The poor fuel quality is affecting thrust. As soon as the Allied forces drew near, the resistance would end the blackouts over the city.
All right, welcome back from ad jail. So, this is going to be the end of the stream for today. Tomorrow will be the Joint Assault Showcase. We have 2 more episodes of Joint Assault. And then we're going to go back to A6 for the Mirage. Because if you go back and try and watch the Mirage Showcase Redux, you will try poking your ears out because it is so garbled. Because I forgot to put on an Xbox Live Chat party. So we're going to redo that. That'll be in like 2 weeks. After that, the showcase moves on to Assault Horizon. Friday will be Dragon Age Origins Golems of Amgarok. Friday night, the Harley Quinn Arkham episode in Arkham Knight. Saturday, Witcher 3, as we finish up getting all the Griffin Witcher gear. And Sunday in Baldur's Gate 3, we're going to finish up the Githyanki Crash. Then in Sunday evening, we're going to continue Ace Combat 2. I do have Ace Combat 3 JP discs. I'm going to get set on extracting the ROM into DuckStation. I'm going to get the EN translation mod working so that when we're done with our first run of Ace 2, we can go into Ace 3. Well, I might do 2 runs of Ace 2 to get the missions that I hadn't gotten before. But Monday, more Final Fantasy IX. The next Wednesday, we will, in Horizon Zero Dawn, we're going to do some, or get the rest of the collectibles, then move up into the DLC of the Frozen Wilds. And then next week, I think we'll take a break from Ace Combat for a bit and go back to Monster Hunter Wilds with Floof for a bit just to do some hunts. There's not really any story left for until they get the expansion out, but I kind of want to do some grinding on stream with them. PC or console performance? Because I'm on console. But next time we do Ace Combat 4, we'll try and finish the game. And then after we finish Ace 4's Road to Ace, we're going to take a detour and head to Ace 7 to do an Eagle-only run. Then after the Eagle-only run, we will go back to 0 on its Road to Ace. But thank you all for joining me. I hope you had fun. And I will see you guys tomorrow with the Aircraft Showcase, Ace Combat Joint Assault. Good night, everybody.